I ranked all the stick fight bosses from worst to best. These are all competing against each other to see who truly earns the title of the best boss in stick fight. There are two factors for a boss's ranking: how fun they are to play as and how fun they are to fight against. The guns in the arena the boss has also plays a part in its ranking. Keep in mind that this is just my opinion, and if you disagree, that's fine. Make sure to comment your list down below. Now, I'd like to say a huge thanks to The Hot Dog for helping me get the footage, and let's get into the list. My personal least favorite stick fight boss is the Blue Pumpkin. This is the most basic but boring boss in the game, and that is why it's so low. It's still a good boss, all of these are, but compared to all the rest, it's not great. This guy feels like the starter boss, and his attacks definitely show so. He has the shotgun, which isn't too interesting. Then he has the burst, where he shoots his tiny blue balls at you. And then he has the bounce, which I still have no idea why it's there. It does almost nothing. Just to push the theme even further, it has the most basic gun and the most basic boss layout of them all. If I were to compliment it, I guess the pumpkin looks really cool. I don't know, I'm just not really a fan of this one. Let's move on to the next. The Red Pumpkin. Oh boy, this guy is way too OP for his own good. On the side of his arena, there are spikes, and he takes advantage of these greatly. This guy's attacks are insane, having by far the best pew, a melee spiked version that deflects projectiles, and a bullet hell, a third phase that shoots bullets everywhere. And although having the best gun to fight the Red Pumpkin with, still this guy's attacks are OP, and his saw deflects the projectiles or just absorbs them. Now, what is saving this guy from last place, since fighting him is a nightmare? Well, he might be the most fun to play, or one of them. It's just so much fun destroying everybody. The Red Pumpkin just got very lucky, because although he's a nightmare to fight, playing as him is a ton of fun, so that gives him third place. But it's still third place. It's not great. I also forgot to mention this, but the pumpkin's design is pretty cool, so yeah. Moving on. My pick for the most balanced boss in stick fight is the Yellow Pumpkin. This guy just has some of the most interesting, fun, but balanced attacks of them all. First, he has the average pew, which is normal, but then he has his second phase that is extremely quick, called Wall, where he shoots out a wall that comes toward you very slowly. Then he has a third phase called the Beams, and he shoots 3 beams that start up and then explode with a lot of power. This attack is so much fun, and it works very well with the wall to trap opponents in to use the beam. Then he has a special fourth phase where he shoots another wall and then goes back to pew. This guy just feels great for both players. The boss has a good chance to win, and the player has a good chance to win. It's just the most balanced and some of the most fun to fight. Now, the only thing holding this guy back from number 1 is his boss arena is very simple, almost as simple as the Blue Pumpkins, and the gun is very basic. And the design, while cool looking, it's not as good as the others. So overall, this one is just always good. The only thing holding it back is an arena that's not too interesting and a uninteresting design. Alright, let's get into the number 1 pick. My personal favorite stick fight boss is the Rainbow Pumpkin. Let me just say, this design is awesome looking. And the attacks are so much fun to play against and play as. The Rainbow Pumpkin's attacks are the worst pew out of the bosses, but this makes up for it for his second phase, the Burst, which lets him send shockwaves through the disco floor to launch people up. And his third phase and final attack is awesome looking with a huge explosion that will insta-kill unless you get into the bubble. Now this guy's stage is sick with spikes on the side and the as aforementioned disco floor to launch people into the spikes or down the pit. And the gun that you get to fight this guy, the sniper rifle, requires skill but feels very balanced because both have an equal chance of winning. This is definitely the second most balanced boss after the Yellow Pumpkin. What really puts it at number 1 for me is that it's a ton of fun to play as and against. And the design is the coolest out of all of the pumpkins. No doubt. That is the end of this video. I hope you have enjoyed this. I know I enjoyed creating this, and I hope you guys had a ton of fun watching this. If you disagree with my list, make sure to comment your list down below, and make sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. We're trying to get to 500 subscribers, and with your guys' help, I know we can do it. Alright, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and see ya!